Awesome. All right, so my name is Kat Young. My best friend works at Ebony Horsewomen, or EHI, and she is the marketing team, but I say the marketing team. Tiffany's been there for a few years, and because of her connection with them, it got me interested in learning more about the organization. And so I just joined the board back in March or April. And yeah, so very excited. I work in higher education, recruiting international students. So
Okay.
I was very eager to get in touch with people like you to find out, why would you be a part of Ebony Horsewomen? What did you get out of it? And how do I help you and others like you stay connected? Whether it's like, oh, I want to hear from you guys all the time, or more loosely. But it seems to me everyone wants some sort of connection with Ebony Horsewomen after they've moved on. And I know a lot of you keep in touch. So what we're hoping to do is make it a little bit more formal. So that way, if you're already Facebook friends or IG friends with people, that's great. But we want you to have a resource so that way you can connect with people in case you can't find them. And also for us, because I think that through stories like yours, we will be able to help donors better understand what EHI has been able to do, and help other students like yourself in the future, and other people, because it's equine therapy, right? So we want other people to have access to these resources. And I think the key to that is, the stories that you all have to share with us. So that's basically what I'm trying to do, is connect us better with alums. And yeah.
That's
And
great.
yeah, you guys are really cool people. So I just want to find out more about how did you end up with volunteering or participating at Ebony Horsewomen. So
Yeah, I mean, that's great. Like I said, admittedly, I now live in the state of Florida, so I'm not in close proximity to Ebony Horsewomen, and it's been over a decade since I attended. So
yeah.
It's been some time. There's some distance, but I'm happy to hear from you, and I'm hopeful that I can kind of reconnect and do what I can to help the program further itself. So
That's great. So you're in Florida now. Wow.
yes. So my family relocated here, and naturally I followed suit shortly after. And then shortly into living here, I moved here almost 5 years ago now. So about 3 months into moving here, I met my now husband. And as things happen, we've settled roots. So we're happy here, but it's definitely an adjustment. That's for sure.
Oh, I can believe it. I mean, so it sounds like, how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'll be 27 this year.
Oh, so
Yeah.
young, so young. Okay, so 27 this year. And so that means you were, what, 22 when you moved to Florida, huh?
Yes. Yep.
21, 22?
Yeah.
Wow, good grief. And where in Florida are you? What city?
So I live in the Orlando area. So
Okay,
right outside
nice.
Orlando, yeah.
Okay, that's great. Oh, well, that's nice though. At least, I see that you, and congratulations. I see your daughter just turned 1 not that long ago, right?
Yeah, she's great. Her name's Sierra. She's really sweet. We call her our sweet menace because she gives us some grief, but she means well, so.
Oh, well, with that face, what's not to love with that face? Yeah,
Yes,
she's very cute.
she's
So
great.
congratulations.
Thank you.
But I imagine it must be nice for you and your husband. Well, hopefully, so does his family also live in Florida?
Yeah, so is from Miami. So his
Okay.
family all is, Florida's a much bigger state than Connecticut, but everybody's at least in the same state.
Yes.
So his family all is within a couple hours. My family now, my sister has moved since I've moved. So we're all pretty close, which is really nice.
Great. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Young family, you have support when you need it. So I
Definitely.
think that's wonderful.
My mom is at my house watching our child right now. So yes, definitely very supportive family.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Wow. Well, so I guess then we will launch into it. So how did you find out about Ebony Horsewomen?
So like I said, I attended Ebony Horsewomen for 3 years. I participated. And I started when I was in, I think, 6th grade. So in middle school, I had always, as a child, I mean, every year for my birthday, when you blow out your candles, I would wish for either a horseback riding lessons or something like that. So finally, I'm very lucky to have had the opportunity to go there. But when I was in 6th grade for my birthday, my parents actually gifted me a chance to attend Ebony Horsewomen. That was my gift for my birthday. And I had a few friends in my town who went there. I'm from Bolton.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had a few friends that I was in school with who were in my grade that went to Ebony Horsewomen. And so I'm not quite sure how my parents, they must have just exchanged information with their parents at the time, I guess.
Right.
And yeah, so I started going every Saturday for the next 3 years after that, and it was great.
Okay, so you were just in the Saturday program, or
Yeah.
it sounds like that's 3 years worth of it. So you're going throughout the entire year, or just the summers?
I went throughout the entire year, and in the summers, I did participate in the summer camp. I don't remember if that was every day or I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I apologize. I guess I should have looked.
No. Don't worry. I can find it. If you once you tell me how old you are and the years you were in, don't worry. I can do the digging and
okay, yeah. I definitely
it.
went like during the school year on Saturdays,
Yes.
because I remember it was very cold. And then in the summertime, I did go to some sort of camp that you all had over the summer. So
cool. No, that's great. Wow.
Yeah.
For 3 years, no less. Now, did it meet your expectations, since this was something that you wanted horseback riding so much? I can't imagine. So did it meet your expectations, or
it definitely did. It met them in the sense of having an exposure to, like you said, equine therapy and having an interaction with horses that I never would have had the opportunity to have otherwise. But I would say overall, it by far exceeded my expectations because it was so much more than just horseback riding lessons. You know what I mean? Like, obviously that's why I signed up and why I was so interested in the program. And I'm sure why my parents signed me up, but there was a lot more educational opportunities there through the different like classes that we had. Like I said, animal husbandry earlier, or the science class, or I remember they had a smart board, which at the time, like, we didn't have smart boards in our school or anything. So it was really innovative. And also, like I said before, just like I'm from the town of Bolton, which as I'm sure you know, is a very small town with, a very common type of people there. And I had never really been exposed to anybody besides people in my direct vicinity. So it was such a learning experience for me all around, and I am so grateful for it because it really opened my eyes to lots of different things that I otherwise wouldn't have ever been exposed to. So
yeah, man. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So who are I imagine maybe Emily and Evan Walsh.
Yes, I think Evan I think actually gave you my information, which I'm glad he did. Evan and Emily were going there when I went there, and also Marianne Muro. I'm not sure if you've spoken with her, but
okay.
The four of us were like the little Bolton crew that would come in on the bus every Saturday, or somebody would drive us, and yeah, it was great.
No, that's wonderful. At least you had people too that you knew, so, and I'm sure that probably reassured your parents. So
definitely, I remember my parents saying to me, before the first time I went, I was young and had never, like I said, I'd never really done anything outside of my town before, especially without my parents being there with me. And they said to me, this is a new experience and it's going to be different. And are you sure that you're comfortable? Like, do you want us to come? And I was like, no, I think this is good. And I really appreciate them, first of all, signing me up and also kind of letting me branch out so I could figure those things out on my own. They've always been, supportive if I need help, but kind of hands off in that way. And I really appreciate that because it gave me a chance to figure it out. So
Oh, and so was it just so you said you have a sibling or siblings?
Yeah, so I have an older sister. She's 2 years older than me. She did not participate in the program. She was very much not into animals at the time. So she was like, go and spend time in a barn and take care of horses and all that comes with that. No, thank you. So she was not interested, but she didn't know what she was missing.
So she wasn't interested, but was she sort of like, oh, that's really cool for you, but not for me? Or was she indifferent? Like, did she have any feelings about it?
No, she thought it was cool. She would come when we had like the horse shows and things like that. She would come with my family to watch. So she thought that was kind of cool and exciting, but it wasn't her thing. She was very much, content with what she was doing with her friends. She was at that point in high school, so she was just like too cool for school, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's nice. She went and watched you. I mean, that's actually really impressive. So that's cool. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty close. I don't know how much of it was on her own will or my parents saying this is a family event. So
she showed up and she wasn't angry, so that's already huge.
We'll give her credit. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's see. So that. What would you say that you learned from Ebony Horsewomen and working with horses? I know you talked a little bit about it, but like any things that still sort of carry over now?
Yeah, specifically working with horses. I was thinking about this before our call because, just reflecting. And
yeah.
Obviously I learned a lot about the specifics of taking care of riding a horse, the logistics of it all. But I remember at the time feeling really nervous on top of this, very powerful animal sitting up there as this little kid. And I just remember being told that a horse can sense how you're feeling and they can sense if you're nervous, and it's okay to be nervous, but try and feel calm and they'll pick up on that, and that will really help the whole process and the whole experience. And I think that's such an important lesson, not just in horses, but in life. I have diagnosed anxiety, and so often I try and, approach a situation from a calm place so that I'm not making it worse than it has to be or more stressful than it has to be. And I just was thinking today about sitting on top of that horse, like, even if you're nervous and you're feeling overwhelmed, if you just try and be calm, it'll be so much better. And I think that's such an important lesson. So yeah, and just to respect the horses and respect the process and take your time. And there's a lot, I think, that can be learned from it. So
absolutely. That's good. Yeah. Let's see. Would you say, or how would you say, your time at EHI helped you to pursue your dreams? Did it have any influence on what you've done later, whether it's your career or your choices as an adult, university, any of those things? Did it have any impact at all in that way?
I definitely think it did. Like I said, I attended for 3 years throughout middle school. And then in high school, when people start thinking about going to college and stuff, I'm obviously grateful to have the opportunity to branch out when I was looking at colleges. And I chose to attend initially a college out of state. And I think having the experience at Ebony Horsewomen of being put out of my comfort zone and in a situation where I don't necessarily know a lot of people and am kind of on my own, prepared me to feel comfortable in new situations and to go look at places outside of my general scope. I also think it impacted, like I said, I am from Bolton and it's not a very culturally diverse town. And through Ebony Horsewomen, it really exposed me to a different, variety of cultures that I had never really seen before. And I think that that's such an important thing to experience. And it really impacted the way that I look at all kinds of things in life and how I can acknowledge that, my experience isn't the only experience. And I need to acknowledge that there's people out here living lives different than mine. And I think that's a valuable lesson for anybody to learn.
Absolutely. Yeah. To recognize that and that's great. Let's see. So where did you go to college? It sounds like you might have transferred. So where did you graduate, I guess?
Yeah, so I initially went to school in Virginia, and it's been a bit of a process. I'm actually just now, 10 years later, finishing my bachelor's degree. So
and still so young.
it's been a journey, but we're here. I'm currently attending UCF. I've attended many places along the way, but I'm excited to be finishing that chapter, and I'm really grateful for the lessons that I learned along the way. So,
what will your degree be in?
I'm studying emerging media. So the arts, technology, things like that. So.
And when will you be completing your degree?
Hopefully in May.
Okay.
We are finishing in May.
Indeed. I'll be sending you congratulations in May. I have a sneaking suspicion. So congratulations. That's very exciting. So many things for you. My God.
It's been busy. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. So you met the man of your dreams. You got married. Now you have a little girl and you're completing a degree. busy. I don't know, Avery.
It's been a busy few years for sure, but it's
like
been great. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see. So you're going to be completing your degree in emerging media. Very exciting. And at UCF. What are you currently doing? Are you currently working now or studying exclusively?
Yeah, so I'm part stay-at-home mom, part student. So yeah, I think my hands are pretty full with those two things. So.
Fair enough. Yes.
Yeah.
So you're
I'm enjoying the time with the little one while she's still a little one, and making the most of the young years. So.
Absolutely. And this is a really, like, in a year where so many things are out of our control and kind of crazy scary. I think it's wonderful and I would hope maybe better for any anxiety that you might have to be with her and to be able to really enjoy that time and really focus on your studies. So
it's been really great. I feel for everybody who's in a situation where they're having to make really tough decisions for what's best for their family. And I'm grateful that my husband and I have been able to, throughout 2020, have a set plan. He works as a public defender for the government, so that's pretty secure. And so we've been able to just have our plan and stick to it and stay in our little bubble. And yeah.
Oh, that's great. And I love when people say, we have a plan and we stick to the plan, because it's so easy to think, oh, we got to scrap that and start all over. But in fact, you guys have it. And look at you, like your husband's a public defender. Geez, little power couple. Okay.
Thank you.
You're little nerds of a feather. Very nice. Tara's gonna be. Oh, she's well placed. This little one.
She's gonna be embarrassed by us for sure.
No. Oh my God. So that's awesome. Wow. So he's a public defender. How long has he been doing that?
Yeah. So he has been working at the public defender's office for about 5 years. So when we met, he had just started. So now he's a little bit into it and loving it.
Oh, that's awesome. So is he himself an attorney, or does he do some other kind of work there? Oh.
No, yep, he's an attorney. No, you're fine. So he went to Stetson Law School over in St. Pete, Florida.
That's a nice school. I've been to that campus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very nice.
Really pretty. Oh, look at you two. Are you three? Wow, that's. I mean, I say the word great over and over, but it is. I'm like, this is so cool. So
yeah, I'm really proud of him. He's doing really well.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, so you've made this really easy. Okay, so so you went to school in Bolton. So you went to Bolton High School.
Yeah.
Probably, the same for middle school. I think I've asked you then everything that I need. You have made this so easy. Wait, so I see your Facebook. So do you go by Avery Kiefer Gilbert, or do you just go by Avery Gilbert?
I actually haven't legally changed my name, but socially I go by Avery Gilbert. Legally I'm Avery Kiefer. I'm cool with whichever, whatever happens to end up on the envelope is fine with me.
Okay. Just want to make sure. No, that's good. That's good. Oh, are you thinking about changing your name or it's
I am. We got married actually last year. So it was relatively new. We had a baby shortly after that. And then with COVID, I'm not trying to go stand in line at the DMV right now.
No, ma'am.
It's just been delayed. Eventually, yes, I'll change it, but I'm not, when the time comes.
Indeed.
I don't know, maybe that's like a very wishy-washy answer, but.
No, it's a great name. So when you acquire Gilbert, that's going to be a great name too. So no. It all happens as it should. So no, just want to make sure I'm not writing down. You're like, who the hell is this? That's not my name.
If you need my legal name, it's Avery Kiefer as of right now, but either is fine with me.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Good to know. Well, so basically, the fall fundraiser is going to be on November 12th. It should be about an hour to an hour and a half. So I will let you know once we have more details. We're still thank you so much for the video, because our goal is to use those videos and kind of play those during the event. At least that's what I believe is going to happen. I don't know if they will be the ads prior to the event, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be using them during the event. So that should be very cool, I think.
I'm glad to help. Yeah.
So that'll be great. So I'll probably ask for more stuff at some point, but at least for the purposes of this fall fundraiser, I think I've got everything. Oh, so if I could, could you in the chat box, give me your email and your phone number? I mean, I know I can find you on Facebook, but it's just nice to have this.
No, that's fine. I realized as I was sending you the video, you had given me your number and I hadn't. I'll include my email and sorry, I'm trying to type words and say different words at the same time.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
My email, and then my phone number, you said?
Yes, please. Oh, that's easy. Okay.
Here you go.
All right. So you kept a Connecticut number, huh?
Yeah, I haven't changed the number to I haven't had a need to. Every time you get a new phone, they just keep it anyway. So
exactly. So why change it?
Once ode to my roots, you know. So
yeah, I'm with you. 860-597-2448. Wonderful. Well, so like I said, I will just send you a follow-up email, and so make sure that you're on our list so that way you know when everything is happening, and let you know as we come up with other things. But hopefully, if you can join us, we would love to see you.
I obviously have to take a look at our calendar, but if it's open as of right now, I will be putting it on there. So we would love to virtually participate. So
that would be great. Even if you just pass through, yeah, we'd love for you to just join in and take a look. So that'd be great. Yeah. But certainly if you're busy, then, school,
Listen, we have a 1-year-old baby. I'm not sure if you've seen the social calendar of new parents, but they're typically pretty free. And there's also this pandemic going on. So I think we'll be free, but
we shall see. But thank you. If you do, we would be happy to have you.
Of course.
All right. So thank you so much for making the time. I will let you get back to it. But enjoy the cat sitting. I'm very jealous.
I'll enjoy it for now. I said to my friend, she feels bad I'm here. And I said, you realize I'm in a house with no screaming baby, no chores to do, no food to cook, nothing. So it's mutually beneficial for sure.
Girl, live your best life.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
Well, it's been great. It's been great chatting with you. I'm really glad you reached out and got my information, and I'm happy to help however I can. So
awesome. All right. Well, you have a great evening, and I will be in touch very soon.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.